In late 2001, Cornet Roofing Systems was hired to replace a failing copper standing seam roof on a beautiful, historic church located in Nazareth, Kentucky. In this video, we speak to an executive of the Sisters of Charity World Headquarters and reveal a stunning roof transformation that is one of the most dramatic Cornet Roofing has completed to date.
I'm Will Rosenbaum. I'm the Director of Campus Service here at the Sisters of Charity of Nazareth. That's basically an operations manager type of role. So in that role, I was tasked with locating a vendor to help us replace our church roof on St. Vincent Church here. It was built in 1854, and so it's the historic and spiritual heart of the campus. So it was very important to us to line up the correct vendor for this job. In the previous iteration of the roof, we had multiple leaks throughout the roof system, just all over. Our previous vendor, unfortunately, did not use the proper materials or technique. We had multiple issues. We had rain infiltrating into the attic space above the church, and then also getting down into the body of the church, damaging plaster and paint on the interior, which creates a safety risk, as well as obviously an aesthetic degradation of the quality of the interior space. In looking for a new vendor, my maintenance director and I looked at a half a dozen or so different vendors from a fairly wide area. Our goal in this instance was not necessarily to find the closest or even the lowest cost vendor, but the one who could demonstrate the most ability to handle a project of this scope and do it correctly. So we were really looking for a crew that had the skills and experience and could demonstrate to us through the past projects that they were capable of handling a work of this scope and complexity. The biggest logistical challenge that we had in this project was that this church is used for daily mass for the sisters every day from 10:45 to 11:30. So that was one element that we put forward in the bid process, and Cornet was very positive about their ability to work around that, and in fact followed through on that wonderfully. The crews were very observant of that time. They were very courteous, very thoughtful about that, and did not disrupt our church services, even though that's right in the middle of the workday. The installation crew and the project management team were excellent. We were very, very impressed by them. Not only those of us in administration, but the sisters themselves could even see how hardworking and diligent that crew was, how courteous they were, and ultimately the quality of the project that they produced. We could not be happier with the whole team with Cornet. Once the roof was installed, we uniformly got wonderful feedback from the sisters and from others in the community that use the church. It really looks fantastic, as you can see behind me. And for a structure like this that is the heart of this campus, it was so important to get this right, and Cornet absolutely did. It was the same crew throughout the project, and they worked so hard and so well. They communicated well with us at every step of the way, even though there were a lot of factors that they had to navigate around. If I were to advise another congregation in their search for a new roof vendor, I would advise them to go visit the facilities of everyone that they speak to, Cornet or anyone else that they might get to bid that job, and see for themselves what the facilities look like of that vendor, what happens in-house, as well as to visit multiple other sites that are similar work that compare to the project you're looking at. Just in summary, I would say that it was really a pleasure working with the entire team from Cornet, from cost estimating to project management to the crew themselves. We had a very positive experience, and that's why we're already engaging with Cornet on additional projects on campus.
If your house of worship is experiencing problems with the roof, call the church roofing specialists at Cornet Roofing at 888-848-7663 today for your free consultation.